I'm coming to you with a reading vlog, and I'm using a microphone because the noise here is deafening. I do not want it to ruin my video. I'm going to be doing a reading vlog of Michaela Coel's book Misfits, a personal manifesto. I do not know anything about this book. I do not know the premise, nothing of the sort. I saw this book probably last year on Twitter. It was circulating because of the end papers. The lady who illustrated it or designed it is someone I follow, so she posted it on her page, and I read about the author. She's Ghanaian. That's part of the reasons I'm reading because she's Ghanaian, and I want to know more about her. I know nothing about her really. It's like just a little because I read about her, but besides that, there's no other reason I want to read about this. And I think it has a really beautiful book cover, and I hope that what's inside is as beautiful as what I see here. And so the next time I come here, I'll be updating you on my progress so far, what I think about the book. Yeah, so see you again. So I'm back after reading a little above a quarter of Misfits by Michaela Coel. And so far this is what I've gathered. In the 34 pages I've read, Michaela tells us about herself and the fact that at a point she lost her sense of smell and she refused help because she was content with it. And also that enhanced her other senses. She compares herself to a moth. Moths do not have noses, so they can't smell, but they have receptors that help them navigate through life. And so we get into the manifesto proper, where she tells us she was born and bred in London and she lived with her mom and I think her sister. As the only black girl in her school, she was the butt of every joke. People accused her of things she hadn't done because she had big lips, which is typical of most Africans. It gets to a point where people tease you a lot, and then your imperfections, you laugh at your own imperfections so you don't feel the hurt and the pain. I think that is like a defense mechanism most people develop, and that's exactly what Michaela did too. But for her, I think she just didn't care. And then it reminded me of Mark Manson's book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving. I think so far I'm enjoying it. It's just a little above a quote. I think I like it. And the next time I'll come with a full update. I'm sure I'm done with the book then, and we'll see how that goes and my general thoughts on the manifesto so far. So I'll see you again. I finished this book some days ago and I should have brought you an update, but for some reason I haven't. And this book is Misfits, a Personal Manifesto by Michaela Kuo. Reading this book made me question my intelligence. I wondered if I was just dumb or I didn't understand, and then I figured it out. So I should have done a proper background research on Michaela and her works. She's an actress, she's a writer, she's an entertainer, and she has 2 shows, one Chewing Gum, the other Forgotten. And I believe this book is a transcript of a lecture she gave, except now she's added bits to it and it's in a book now. So I should have listened to that lecture too, but I didn't. So I picked this book on whim, which is understandable, which I think is the reason I didn't quite get what I was reading. So it's basically about getting her chewing gum dreams into a series or a show, and what she had to do, where she had to go, the challenges she faced. Essentially, it's about racism, classism in the entertainment industry, and she being a Black person, a British Ghanaian, she faced a lot of challenges, but it's okay not to, fit in a certain space. She calls herself a misfit, and over here, a misfit is one who looks at life differently. Many, however, are made into misfits because life looks at them differently. So she has a group of misfits, her friends, who she considers misfits because they are different in their own way and they don't entirely fit in certain situations or certain spaces. So she compares herself to a moth, and there's a time where a moth finds its way into her apartment and she ends up killing the moth. Her friends seem to be bothered, but she's not, because she's lost her sense of smell and she seeks medical help. And then when they give her the solution, she refuses that because she feels like if one sense is down, the other ones will be enhanced. And for moths, they do not have noses, so of course they can't smell. And it's amazing what some cultures think about moths. In various cultures around the world, moths are often seen as a bad omen. In Mexico, the black witch moth, La Mariposa de la Muerte, is considered a carrier of bad news, flying through windows to collect the souls of those on their deathbeds. The name Mayan people gave this moth reflects its frequent flutter into people's home, Mahana, which means, may I borrow your house? In Jamaica, they are known as droopy bats and embody lost souls. So it's quite ridiculous, but these are beliefs of some people. That's basically Michaela comparing herself to a moth, that she doesn't fit in society. And for her, she called the shots because this is a show, although at a point people wanted to take her for a ride. I love that she had a say in what should be done and what shouldn't. My device was low on storage. I had to clear some files. So yeah, essentially, if you want to fully grasp what Michaela was about, I think you need to do some in-depth background research on her and her works to fully appreciate this book. I feel like if I had done that, I would have fully appreciated this book. Nonetheless, this was a 4-star rating for me. The writing was beautiful, no critique of the writing. It was just me not understanding or being lost at a point. And this book is a perfect one if you are in a reading slump. This is one to get you out of it. This is under 200 pages. I think it's about 102 pages. It's a very quick read, so I'd recommend this. It's not a bad book at all. I recommend this. If she ever writes again in the future, I'd definitely pick up her book because she's kind of funny too, very straightforward and very truthful too. So I think I'd love to read one of her works again, and I'll surely do my homework before doing that so I don't feel lost or kind of underappreciate what she's saying. Till then, my friends, I'll see you on another video. Bye guys.